let us move on to the second Saturday game. Metricon Stadium between the Gold Coast Suns and the St Kilda Saints. Now, fellas, these two are a bit of an unusual sort of pairing because I feel like typically these two seem to have good clashes against each other. And I don't know why it is. It's just one of those random couplings like from back in 2016 when the Giants and Dogs just decided they hated each other. These two teams seem to go out at hammer and tong. I'm a big fan of it. I'm tipping the Saints 1-39 in this game. I know it's up on the Gold Coast, and I know Gold Coast had a good win. I wasn't thrilled with that win over the Pies at all. I think
poopy win.
I think the Pies lost. I don't think Gold Coast won. I think the Pies lost it. But I'm tipping the Saints to get some damage done here because Ryder and Marshall makes such a difference to the dynamic of that team. Ryder going in for a good 40% of the time in the ruck. It just releases Marshall. He can go forward, jag a few goals, be a bit of a threat, just upend whatever sort of status quo is happening in the opposition defence. And Ryder is a great ruckman of his own accord. Now, I don't want to just sit here and slob on the knob of all the ruckmen out there because I know I do have a tendency to do that, Desmond. But if the Saints continue to cut through the middle of the ground, working off that half-back flank like they did last week, then boy, oh boy. It's just a matter of consistency. And we've said it all year.
And that's exactly right. Will they be able to do that? I'm actually going to tip the Suns because I like the little bit of momentum they got going at the moment, so I'm just hoping that they keep riding it. And I'm a bit of a Suns dick rider. Yep. I do like the Sunners, and I tipped them at the start of the year to make finals, and I'm going to see that through, even though they've lost half their team. They're inching there, so I'm gonna stick with that.
So a team with no ruckman versus a team with two, and you're still tipping them?
Yep.
Okay.
They've managed to get wins against Brody Grundy. Oh no.
Does my head link up well with COVID, man? Because it's the Des Dog of the week. I'm backing in. You know what? I'm jumping on the Richie train here. It's the cock cast, the dick cast, and I'm jumping on with Rich.
Pretty much everyone is. Really.
Well, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm just going to have to. I obviously went to that Gold Coast Carlton game. You'll hear me talk about that every time we talk about Gold Coast. And they have good fans and they got around it. And Gold Coast have obviously been playing some good footy. But I can't go past that performance St Kilda had. And I totally forgot about the Paddy Ryder effect as well. And I don't even rate Paddy Ryder that much. But the effect that he has on the team, like that big ruckman, and you think Gold Coast don't have a ruckman.
No.
Tough.
Caleb Graham is not a ruckman.
$1.94 Saints are paying. That won't be that.
Are they really?
Much longer. Yeah.
Bollocks. Actual $1.94.
Yeah,
that is rude.
Suns are the favourites, $1.90.
I like the Suns very much. And after going to their game, if I was living in Gold Coast, which one day hopefully I am, I'll be riding that Suns train till the cows come home. But for now, Saints are getting up.
I do love that he's one of his claims to fame is going to a Gold Coast game. Like, you've been all around the world, but going to the Gold Coast game.
Awesome. I had so much fun at Metricon Stadium.
I've never heard that said by anyone, but it's awesome. It's interesting.
As I said, they just played Brody Grundy, and it didn't really matter. So, I understand what you're saying. I do understand where you're coming from, but yeah, Suns for me. And just going back, how they have these great contests, these great matchups all the time. That these two teams are inherently linked until the King boys retire.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Because there's no way that either of them are leaving those clubs.
No.
Unless they've got something to do with it.
No.
Because Gold Coast ain't getting rid of him. They're going to sign him. They're going to sign Max to a big contract extension.
It's a king off.
And
it is.
And same thing with Ben down at St Kilda. There's no way that either of them are leaving. So these battles will just continue.
I love it. I love both of them too.
And I love it.
Ooh.
I love it.
I'm excited
a big fan
about that.
For the Suns though, that's a tough one to tip because Ellis, Miller, and Bose are having. Sounds like a really crap law firm, that doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Does, but do you know what? They get shit done.
Sounds like a really good midfield though.
Yeah, they're having career years. Those blokes.
Yeah, Bose is looking amazing.
Bose especially. I just feel that there's still a big gap in between Gold Coast best performers at the minute and that sort of second, third tier of blokes that are still battling to get games or battling to get consistency, like your Brodies, your Powells, these sorts of operators. Where's Fiorini gone? Do you know what I mean? Like these sorts of blokes. And they don't really have any sort of elite cream of the crop players, Gold Coast, just yet, that are out there really taking games by the scruff of the neck. So it'll be interesting.
Put some respect on Chonk Miller's name, mate.
I love Chungus
Miller.
Miller.
What have you got for bets? I love Brandon Alice at 25 plus this week, $1.57. I don't know why it's $1.57 because he gets 25 disposals plus every single week at the moment.
Every time he touches it, the Gold Coast fans go nuts. It's real weird. Him and Spankin Rankin, those two.
Talisman.
It is.
He's
Well,
talented.
I think they just love him because he left a premiership winning team to go up to the Suns.
Yeah,
No
those
one does
two
still
touch
poo.
it. And
No one does
everyone
that.
goes
No, they
nuts.
don't.
No one does that. And Dan Butler anytime, $1.40. It seems like money for jam for me.
That was weird. Yeah, I saw that one as well. $1.40 for Dan Butler. He had, what, 2, 3 last week? That's odd. I don't know. Maybe they know something we don't. But what I'm thinking is Rowan Marshall anytime goal, Dan Butler anytime goal, Oleg Markov and Jack Sinclair 15 touches apiece.
Beautiful.
And Big Chungus Miller and Jack Steele 25 touches each as well.
Big chungus.
He is. I love Took Miller, man. I
all do.
love him. That's paying about $6.80, that.
It's
Big
good.
chungus. That's funny as.
We've all agreed on.
yeah, so
no, you
funny.
went Suns, didn't you? You went Suns. You went Saints.
Saints.
I went Saints.
Dog of the week. There's dog of the week, baby.